No, I'm actually trying a little bit earlier, Liz, because I found that when I start late, I struggle sleeping after I finish. So I'm trying the 5 o'clock time slot. Hopefully it suits a lot more people. How are you, Liz? Hey, Tiffany, how are you? So I'm going to try the 5 o'clock time slot for a while and see how we go. And if that doesn't work, then I will shift it to like the 2 o'clock time slot, whatever. So we'll give it a go and see what happens. How are we all? Don't forget to like the live, guys. Share me out if you want, please. It's good to hear, Tiffany. You always come through YouTube. Is there a reason for that? Come say hello, people, wherever you are. Come say hello so that I know you're here. Hi, Nina. How are you? 3 a.m. Oh, my God, woman. What are you doing? How come you're awake? Or have you gone to sleep at all? Wow. Facebook doesn't work well for me. It always lags. Oh, I see. I get you. I understand. So you can't see who else is on my screen unless I put it up there. We've got about 4 people in the background at the moment. So babies are very sick. I've been up since 12. Oh, my goodness. That's not good, is it, Nina? I completely understand where you're coming from with that, having had 2 kids that were like that. It does not help when they're sick. Makes it really hard for you to navigate the next day. Unless, of course, they sleep. Talk to me, people. Let me know how everything's going for you. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Come say hello. $12:05 for me. I'm a night owl. Okay. All right. I'm hoping they will rest later. I also can't sleep anyway. I'm freaking out over my eviction case. Oh, Nina. When are you supposed to be evicted? Have I read for you about that, Nina? A gorgeous day off? How do you mean, Amanda? Come say hello, people. Hi, Eve. Or Eva, should I say? Come say hello. My court case, 17th of October. No, we haven't read about this. Why are they evicting you though, Nina? Why are they evicting you? I'm getting that it's going to be extremely difficult for them to do that. They have to have just cause. And I just keep getting the feeling that they don't. Unless they're selling it. Are they selling it? It's Friday and I didn't have to work. A gorgeous day off, sunflowers, bees. Oh my gosh, yes, Amanda, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. We've had a beautiful day here too. I've had to close the curtains because it always affects when I do, I get the sun coming in on the studio side of my house. So I have to close the curtains, otherwise you wouldn't see me. I'd just be light. They are saying I owe money that I know I don't. I have all my paperwork together, but can't help but be scared. Oh, of course, darling, of course. I understand that completely. If you've got everything, I'm just seeing here that that if you keep it all together and don't release any personal power to them, you should be fine with the paperwork that you've got. They'll need to prove that the paperwork that you've got is not true. And how can they do that if they've sent it out to you? And this is actually causing you to feel stuck, Nina. Oh, wow. The courts are not going to send you out onto the street with 6 kids. They're just not. All right? They're not going to do it. They won't do it. Which country are you in? Might take a little while for this live to get off, seeing as I'm so early. I usually come on at 7, so it might take a little while for people to start coming in. Hey Sonia, how are you? It's early. It's early. It might be an early night. It's very stuck, wishing I had a support from my husband, but he's having trouble being supportive. I live in America. I'm not getting that you're going to be, that you're not going to have anywhere to go. I'm seeing this work out for you, but that, it doesn't stop you from feeling the way you do. And, the way that it's going to be presented in court will be, are you representing yourself, Amanda, or is this something that somebody else is doing for you? Because I'm just picking up that the way it gets presented is what is going to help you through this. Amanda says, seeing all the bees just doing their thing had me in awe. I also showed it, and also showed me simplicity of life. Just do what you need to do. Absolutely, Amanda. And I do that most days now. I just do. And sometimes I just am. And I don't push myself to do anything. And that's the best feeling in the world, because most of my life I have pushed really hard to be where I am now. And it's just so nice to be able to relax and understand the dynamics of life the way I am. Come on, peeps, send me out, tag some people, come say hello to me. Hey, Mila, how you doing? Come say hello. Might take a little while to start out. Don't forget to like or love or give the thumbs up for the live so that we can get the algorithms going, please. If this doesn't last too long, I might just head over to TikTok and do some work over there. If you guys aren't already on my TikTok, please go over and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but go over to my TikTok and just sign up there or follow me there. It's Caroline. Hang on, which one is it? Caroline Thomas 1111. Right, but make sure that you put the correct number of ones in there. So it's 4 ones. I am volunteering to help others fight eviction while I fight mine. Good for you. Good for you, Nina. You're working with legal aid. Okay. All right. I'm quite sure that they'd be telling you the same thing as well, Nina. Let's ask the pendulum for you, shall we? Hi, Joanne. How are you? Is Nina Promise going to be evicted from her home? The court case comes up in October. Well, the pendulum at the moment, Nina, is saying no, you're not. I don't know if that makes you feel, like you can breathe a little bit, like just drop the shoulders a little bit and just take a breath of air. They're also asking me to tell you just to please stay as positive as you possibly can, because this will help your case. Legal aid is going to help you through this, and they're not going to evict you or remove you from the house with 6 children. They just won't do that. It's almost like you've got the there's a guard, a spiritual guard at your front door and back door. Awesome. I've lived for 15 years and it would be really bad for my kids. Even I'm not saying that it's going to happen, Nina, but at some point, if you did move, it wouldn't be bad for your kids because they will adjust. I've known people that have moved houses every 2 years, and the kids just adjust to it. You came over. And tell me how it is, Tiffany. If you start struggling and you end up back on YouTube again, just let me know. I'm good, thank you, Mila. Doing the 5 o'clock time slot for a little while because I want to be able to sleep after I've done the live. So don't forget, people, if you would like an in-depth reading, please pop a donation through. All donations go to anti-child trafficking. I did pin it at the bottom of the chat, so it will be there somewhere. I'll just pop it in there again so that you can see it. Right now it's good. Good, okay. There have been a lot of shootings in my area lately, so hopefully I can move out. But I want to move out in my own time, not in yours. I get that. I get that completely, Nina. My guides are saying to me, you will adapt the way you need to adapt, all right? And please don't stress too much because it's all going to be okay. It's going to work out okay. I'm finishing in an hour. Cool. Don't forget, guys, if you're not on my TikTok, it's at Caroline Thomas 1234. So go check me out over there on TikTok. Anybody got any questions that they would like to ask? There are no donations that have come through at the moment, so let's just see how we go. Just remember, if you would like, any small questions you want to ask, you can send less than the donated amount, but the time will be, it'll be a nice energy exchange. They're asking me to pull a collective card. With what? With what? Where's my new decks? Oh, here we go. So I'll start with a collective card. My problem is I can't think of a question to ask. And that usually happens, Tiffany. My daughter is asking at what age can she have a reading? Oh, that's up to you, Mila. That's up to you. Sometimes readers won't do a reading for people under the age of 18 because it is, I don't know, not interfering with the life path, but it just she has a lot to learn before she starts getting readings from people. Mila, and you're the sort of mother that can walk her through this until she can make up her mind. But most people, I have read for Penny's daughter Jess, but very, very carefully. We have to be careful at their ages because they're influenced. There's a lot of influence that goes behind a reading. So if you're going to get a reading from someone, just be very mindful that whatever they say, she's going to hang on to words. All right. So just take really good care about that. Oh, Joanne. You found me. You find me. Very good. It's my problem. I can't think of any questions. I didn't mean it, Joanne. I didn't mean it. I would love to wake up to another live of yours when we all read. It was so amazing to see abilities that I didn't know I had obtained, but the stress was block my intuition. So the last Tuesday, I sat quietly. Oh, that's wonderful, Nina. I'm so glad you got something out of it. And it's really good that you came in and you explained to me, because sometimes I don't remember what I have read or, any previous lives. It just doesn't stay with me. It goes completely out of my mind. I'm trying my hardest to connect at the moment, but can I ask who I should be trying to connect with? I know it's someone specifically. Amanda, all I'm getting is that the person that you're supposed to be reaching out to has withdrawn. Have you been having issues with somebody else over the past, they're giving me 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 months? This person has withdrawn and they're feeling the withdrawal from you, from a situation. That's what I'm picking up for you, Amanda. Oh, my daughter, not time yet. Hi, Chandra, how are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing me out. I'm trying the 5 o'clock time slot. What time is it where you are, Chandra? Oh, thank you, Crystal. Great, Caroline. My sister had me read her children, but only to see what they cried at night about and didn't delve further into because of age. Yes, exactly. You got to be really careful, Nina, or, this applies to anybody. Children are very, very open to listening to what's being said about them, and they will just hang on to every word that you're saying. So it's so very important not to put them into a state of fear before they've even started their adult life. That's really hard. Oh, well, that's a little bit reasonable, Chandra. Just getting ready to prepare for this hurricane relief that's going to hit Nova Scotia. I'm sure it won't be nothing by the time it gets here. You just take it easy, Crystal. There's always talk about weather control and, the fact that your hurricanes or whatever it is that you get over there just seem to be getting worse and worse, and as far as I'm concerned, that's not good. It's like a setup. It's like I'm not even going to go into it. I mean, there's this part of me that you guys haven't really met. So no, just be careful, okay? Tell my daughter, singing hands. Thank you. That makes 100% total. Thank you. Good, Amanda. Just make sure that you reach out to that person. I don't know what the situation was or why they withdrew, but they're feeling rather insecure. And I can't really say much more than that, because it feels like something that you may not necessarily have picked up as that what I'm saying, but it is to them. Put it that way. You told me to remind you as you did give the reading. I'm a little embarrassed. 8:20 over here. Okay. Yes, Joanne. All right, Joanne. I will do you a mini read because I blocked you. My bad. Okay, so we'll do Joanne in a minute. Yes, so cool. See you live though. Thank you, Chandra. I really do miss some of yours as well. I know you go live a couple of times a day, but you know, I don't not go in and watch people's lives, but I don't stay there for very long because I do this all day, and I'm sure you understand that. Will do, and I agree with where you're going. Tiffany, I shared you. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I hear you. I am on the side of America, and that it's hitting. Yeah, should hit me tonight. Just take care, all right, Nina, and make sure that you're dressed in something warm, please. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Is that how you say it? Did I say it right, Nina? Massachusetts? See you, sweet Caroline. Blessings. Blessings, Chandra. Take care and have a beautiful sleep. Okay, Mila. Crystal says, Nina, promise stay safe. This summer we have been through forest fires, your Nova Scotia to floods, and I'm sure we're going to get more hurricanes. This is terrible, you guys. You guys seem to be copying everything over there. Where I am, we're pretty meek and mild compared to what you guys are going through. Yes, Caroline, you said it right. Okay, good. Thank you. So proud of myself sometimes. Yes, I will be careful. Okay, let's get started with no, that's right. I was going to do a collective card, and I want to just show this card to you, and I'm going to read what it says on the back of the card while I show you. So what it says on the front is, I am apologizing for my am I apologizing for my truth? All right, that's the card. And on the back it says, what part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today, be proud of the truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives within all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truths. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra is courage is contagious. So don't apologize for speaking your truth. That is for everybody today. Do not apologize for speaking your truth. It is something that everybody needs to do. And it's just a matter of getting used to doing it. It's not something that comes easily for people because we're very mindful of the way people react to what we say. I'll tell you something right now. Canada has gone crazy. LOL. I can't believe we have Facebook censorship. So we can say, so that we can see your news. Like, what the heck is this is in 2023? What do you mean by that? At the end of that, Facebook said everybody censors it. Right? They're all controlled to a certain degree by media moguls. I literally apologize for everything. Yeah, don't apologize for things. Okay. That was supposed to say that we can't see your news or our news even. Yeah, you've got to dig a little bit deeper, Crystal. Don't go through mainstream media. You've got to go to sites where you will find the news, the right news, the news that you need to hear. But you've got to go searching for it. And you've got to do it as soon as it happens before they get a chance to censor something like that. That's what we do. Perfect card for me. Okay, that was that one. And Crystal Brown says yes. Okay, so Joanne Lewis. Joanne Lewis. Where are you, darling? Do you have any questions, Joanne? It's funny because the messages that I'm getting for you is basically what I've just said to as the collective card. They're talking about personal power for you. And they're talking about some sort of fatherly figure as well that's around you, Joanne. So just let me know if this is resonating with you so far. I'm sorry, I've said it in my mind thinking that I've said it to you and I haven't. So they're talking about balance and they're talking about you being truthful about something, Joanne. I'm here. Is everything going to be okay with my finances and love life? Okay, so again, they're asking you to balance things out. Right, you need to do you have somebody in your life at the moment, Joanne? Because I'm just picking up that this person that's in your life at the moment, if he's there, if he's not there, he's coming in. But this person believes that they've got your best interest at heart, but they haven't actually. They've got their own interests at heart first, and once they've got their interests at heart, then they take care of yours. So it's not really you that they're taking care of, not at the moment. Okay, so just be careful of this person that may be coming in because, and it could even be to do with your job. Do you actually have a job at the moment, Joanne? They're talking to me about you giving your personal power away, that you're too nice and that you have to stop this. They're telling me that you're a spiritual type of person. You are a spiritual person. That you're a great believer in forgiveness. What they want to say to you about forgiveness is that it's for yourself, not for the other person. Not working at the moment. Okay. Okay, so Joanne, balance in life means creating that zone for yourself where you can find yourself a job, that you can have a love life. I feel like I'm hidden at the moment. Can you just give me a bit of feedback on this? Why is it that you don't have a job? Did you lose a job just recently? There are some doors that have been closed around you. Planning on moving more into the spiritual work. Okay, all right. But for the time being, they're saying you still need to have that financial backing. So, moving into spiritual work is all well and good, but how are we going to be able to take care of ourselves physically? So if the money doesn't come in straight away, what are you going to do? Do you have enough finances to be able to help you through? Are you going to be able to work with that? Your spiritual work will take over. It will provide you with what you need, but there has to be that transition from there has to be a transition period for you. I got it, Simone. God, all my cards are upside down. Okay, so you need a strategy, Joanne. You need a strategy in order to be able to move forward in anything that you do. So they're asking, hi, Vicky, they're asking you to get this strategy in place, work with a plan so that you can move forward with your spiritual work. They're telling me that you are a really good communicator, which means that you listen well. They're telling me that you have this ability to heal people, and it's unique to you, they're saying. You have been saving. Okay. What's with the, I wrote down before that you've got this father figure around you. Did you lose your dad by any chance, Joanne? Feels like you're getting messages from different places in your mind, and I'm just getting that this is whether it's a fatherly figure. I don't know whether it's your dad or your granddad, or whether it's just a guide of yours, but he's kind of like stepping forward and saying she needs a plan. She needs a plan. She's not listening. Do you listen to them? You're a spiritual healer. Okay, your granddad. All right. Okay, so do you actually listen? Do you pick up on the messages that they're sending you? Because he's saying that that he's sending you messages, but he feels that they're being misunderstood. Does that make sense to you? They're saying it's very hard for you sometimes. It's really hard for you to find your soul tribe. Yes, I do. I also do spiritual writing. Okay, spiritual writing. What do you mean by that, Joanne? I've not heard of that before, unless you mean scrying, or what is it that you mean by spiritual writing? You need they keep saying to me that you need to have a plan moving forward, right? Once you've got that plan moving forward, then you will start to be able to put things into process. But without that, they say you are lacking a little bit of direction. So it's time to get yourself together, Joanne. And Simone, while you're waiting there, can you just let me know, or just start typing out what it is that you want to ask about? I tune in and write down what I'm getting. Okay. All right. Okay. So have you started advertising yourself out there, Joanne? Have you started putting yourself out there onto different platforms on the internet? They're telling me that you can teach. You can teach. You can do meditations. You can do all sorts of things. Come on, Simone. I know you can do better than that. Give me something to go with. Be bold. Be bold, Joanne. I've now been invited to do a spiritual okay, all right. So what I want you to do with that is I want you to take hold of that, but I also want you to set up I want you to start thinking of some sort of small flyer that you can give out on that particular night. All right. I want you to be prepared for that. I want you to have some sort of business card. If you haven't made one up, get them made up. If you haven't done, if you can't do that, make up a flyer that offers your services and for them to contact you about any pricing structures. Get all of this together before you go into that spiritual evening, because I'm seeing a table that they've got that's laid out with different flyers or different cards or something that people can contact you on. So make sure that you're organized, because they're saying that you are better with a plan than without a plan. They want you to start listening a little bit more to what they have to say to you. I've chaired a circle in the spiritual center, and I visit regularly. Good. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's great, Joanne. All right. Now we just have to get you out there and just get you working. This is good. So you're on your way. You just need that plan. You have business cards. Perfect. Perfect. Keep going with the way you're going. All right. Keep going with everything that you've got planned. You will succeed. Don't give up, they're saying. Don't give up. There may be some type of fear that you've got moving forward that that this won't work out for you, but they're saying don't entertain the negativity. It's not going to help you at all. It's like I've got the moon card here in front of me at the moment, and they're saying that that moon card, there are things behind the scenes that are going on that you have no idea what it's about, and they want you to just step back from that, and they want you to just know that what the moon has in store for you, what is hiding or lurking in the background, is something that is going to help you. It's not going to hinder you. Good morning, Suzanne. Okay, Joanne, that is it for you. And I'm so sorry. I blocked you the other day, and I was glad that Joanna was there to help you through. Okay, I will keep doing it. And yes, keep being positive. Absolutely keep being positive. There is success coming. You know, you've got the sun card now. So there's sun and the moon. This is very good. So the moon is just telling me, and it always tells me that there are things happening behind the scenes that no one is aware of. Okay, so just keep pushing at these things. Just hold your perspective, hold your personal power. Just keep stepping forward in the knowledge that this is all going to work out for you. And then you've got the sun card, which just is, you know, you're going to have success. You're going to have the happiness. You're going to have the warmth, the satisfaction of the accomplishments, all of that type of thing is going to come for you. The reason I can't see anyone else's comments. No, there shouldn't be, Vicky. Refresh it and see if you can find them then. Sometimes Facebook does that. I have to refresh the page so that I can see everybody else's comments. Give it a go. Tell me if you can see them. And, you know, that happens to me on your live occasionally, where I have to keep refreshing because I can't see people's comments. Okay, I'll just listen to you. Oh, lovely. Thank you. My lips seem awfully dry. Just hang on a minute, guys. Well, we'll keep going. My chapstick, where are you? There it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that was a bit too much. I stuck to my teeth. I had a big bit that came out. Ew. 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 Okay. Hi, Kerry. How are you? Kerry, if you care to put in a small donation, I can do a reading for you. Otherwise, it will just be what I get from my guides if you ask a question later on. At the moment, I have Simone who has put through a donation. All donations that I receive go to anti-child trafficking, so you will be helping out a child that has been trafficked to be rescued. How about Lee? Is that you, HL Yo? Is that you, Heather Lee? HL? Did you put in a donation? Okay, all right, HL. HL Yo. Let me know what I can call you. HL or Heather? All right. Heather. Okay, Heather, it is. So Vicky obviously knows you. You must be coming from Vicky's platform, are you? Hi, Karen. How are you? Sorry, I just got a bit of that's weird. It doesn't taste too good. I might have to throw that one out. Good evening. Would love a Me 5. What does a Me 5 mean? Would love a ME5. This Vicky's one of my favorite. Oh, she's one of my favorite people too, Heather. Known Vicky for quite a while. Oops, message. Oh, okay, Karen. If you would like a reading, please send through a donation. All donations go to anti-child trafficking. So you will be inadvertently, or you will be helping somebody who is being trafficked, especially a child, to be able to be freed from that situation. So all of your donations go towards that. Hey, Lockie, how are you? I hope you're resting, Lockie. All right, so Simone. I got the lizards to. Oh, did you now? How are they coping? You've got to watch them just so that they don't fight. Simone. Okay, Simone, what's going on with this judgment? It's like I need to get out of judgment, and I need to accept myself for who I am, or accept a situation for what it is. Accept a situation, they're saying. Because there's nothing that you can do about it at the moment. They will, Lockie. Simone, have I got your attention? You're so very welcome, Joanne. There is something I was pulled back into, I thought was over, and it's not there. Okay, all right. So they're saying to me that they're asking you to accept the situation for what it was, and just pull away from it, because you're obviously being redirected somewhere else. And it's up to you to be discerning. They're saying you need to be discerning about your movement forward. So where are you heading? And the thing that you were getting pulled back into, hi Deborah, the things that you were getting pulled back into, they don't necessarily need to be there for you. Thank you, Deb. Just paid the last baby down. Just put the last baby down. I've got to get back up at 6 here or later. See you, Nina. Please take care. It's was over and not fair. They're asking you to reassess the situation. They're asking you to look at it from the bird's eye view. So step back from it and look down onto it. And if somebody else came to you and asked you about that situation, what is it that you would say to them? How would you ask them to respond to that? How would you tell them to respond to that? Because they're saying to me, sometimes you don't listen to your own advice. It was forced treatment, given a wrong diagnosis, getting treated like a crazy child. I was forced treatment, given a wrong. How long ago was this, Simone? Treated like a crazy child. I haven't seen you on Facebook, or I haven't been able to catch up with you for a couple of weeks. How long ago was this? This is something that doesn't serve you, they're saying. It doesn't serve you. There's a little bit of judgment happening here, and they don't want the judgment. They don't think that you need the judgment. This has been going on for 2 years. Okay. So if it's been going on for 2 years, is it something that you can step back from? They want you to let go, Simone. And in saying let go, they don't mean that you have to forget everything that happened to you, because this is part of your lesson. What they're asking you to do is to let go of the situation, let go of the emotion of it, let go of the things that are holding you back. I've got the 4 of Pentacles here, and it's saying to me that that need to they're asking you to step back from the control. They're asking you to let go of that. I'm trying, but they have their claws in me. Nobody's got their claws in you, okay? No one can do that to you, right? When you say they've got their claws in you, how is that relevant? How do they have their claws in you? Let go and let grow. Yes, absolutely, Deborah. Let go. I'm just picking up a little bit of anxiety from this. And they're saying to you, with all the progress that you've made over the last year, we don't want you stepping backwards in saying that. I need to tell you from my perspective, Simone, that even if you move backwards, you're still moving forward on your journey. Yep, I'm getting forced injections. I have no rights. Since when, Simone? Since when do you not have a right to say no? Since when? Tell me that. Tell me that. Results of narcissistic ex and sister forced hospital admission. 2 years. No, but since when is this not your decision anymore? I'm back. Sorry. It was okay. It is always your decision. Yes, you said it was 2 years before, but you said you're being forced to get injections and you have no rights. You do have a right to say no. Okay? You've grown a lot. You don't have to get any injections if you don't want to get them. On the other hand, if you feel that these injections are helping you, I got it, Karen. From the first submission. Okay, Simone. All right. So they're just saying to me that you have rights. All you need to do is exercise them. I took my right to refuse away. I don't understand that, Simone. I don't understand how they could take your right away. It feels like a betrayal. It feels like a defeat. It feels like you've got deep wounds from this. It feels like there's, you know, and yes, it did result in you breaking down to some extent, which is, they're telling me, is something that you needed to go through anyway. But at the moment, but your freedom as your right to decide is not, is you're not answerable to these psychiatrists. Yes, I have deep wounds from this. Yes, as you would, Simone. Very deep wounds. My partner is very supportive. So again, they're asking you, they're saying to you, Simone, you don't have to do what they're telling you to do anymore. What gives them the right to tell you to get these injections? It just feels like a loss of freedom to me. It feels like your right has been taken away, but since when? Since who said it's not your decision? Do they think I need this medication? Do they? Is that a question, Simone? Do they think I need this medication? I think they're just being plain outright, you'll do as I say type of thing. That's what I'm thinking. And again, you've got the moon card here, which tells me that there is other things going on in the background. And spiritually, all I'm getting for you is that you need to turn around and start fighting for yourself. Okay, do they think that you need this medication? On what grounds do they feel that you need this medication? You need to start asking questions, Simone, right? Don't bow down and say to them, yes, yes, Almighty, I will take this medication. You need to start speaking your truth. On what grounds do you feel I need this medication? I would like to come off this medication. I am going to come off this medication and I'm going to see how I go for 6 months. You need to start doing something about it. They have legal rights. They can do it. Then convince them otherwise, Simone. Convince them otherwise. You need to convince them otherwise. You need to put something into motion. You need to be brave about this. You need to make changes. You need to start thinking about your movement forward. This is all, this life must be about movements forward, all right? And what it is that you can do to change the situation from a negative to a positive. So they're asking you to do that, Simone. They gave me a diagnosis. I cannot change it. I don't believe it's true. They said if I go off the medication, they will stop me working out conditions on my license. I've done nothing wrong. So change your work. Do something else. Get out there and start doing what you want. You have full support from your partner. Nobody said that you had to continue doing the work that you're doing at the moment. I know you like doing what you're doing at the moment, but something tells me that you're being forced to be in a situation you don't want to be in, and you don't feel that there's any other choice. There are choices, always choices. So get that fire in your belly, woman, and start doing something about it. All right? Don't play their game. Do not play their game. I'm happy to do my work. It's not fair. It's taken me a lot to get back in it. Yes, I understand that, but you don't have to play their game, Simone, okay? You need to step up and fight for your right to decide whether or not you should be taking medication. Nobody has the right to tell you to continue medication. If you choose not to, that's up to you. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Simone. They want you to go away and have a think about this and start make some. They're asking you to make some what feels like a difficult situation. You've got to weigh up a few options here. It feels like you're at an impasse, but it's not going to be something that will last. It's not lasting. They listen to my narcissistic sister and ex on all admissions. They did a great job on me. I have no voice. You had no voice, but you do now. Okay, so if you can start making these changes for yourself. Yes, Karen, I got it. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there it is. I got it. Don't stress. I got it. All right, Simone. So that was for you. So they want me to give you a card from a different deck. To wind up your reading. It is my need to know. What does I need to know? Thank you so much. Gratitude to you. I know you have so much to give to the world. I know so much to give. So much more to do. And they have even blacklisted the crazy move for women and children. Oh, Simone, they're playing games. Don't play their games, okay? Somebody is being distant with you at the moment, Simone, all right? Whoever this person is that's being distant with you at the moment, they don't buy into it. Don't buy into the game. That is for you, all right? Whoever is being distant with you at the moment, don't play into their game. Okay, so that was for you. And we have Heather Lee up next. Heather Lee. You would have found mine. I mean, I got it, so you must have found the right one. It's got the stop sign. It's got the stop child trafficking. It's the red stop. So obviously you sent it to the right one because I've got it here. It will be the doctor. Yes, it will be the doctor. So much you go ahead. Okay, it will be the doctor. Thank you. You're so welcome. Hi, Natasha. How you doing? Okay, Heather, do you have any questions that you would like to ask me? I need some light. I don't have any light here. In fact, I might just see if I can open my curtains for a bit. Now that the sun has gone down. Family life and work. How's it going? You're telling me it's hard work, Heather. Hard work. It feels like you're the meat in the sandwich all the time. Is it? What do you mean? Is it? Just let me know what you mean by is it. Oh well, yes, I am the meat in the sandwich. That's what they're trying to say about the hard work. They're asking you to stand up and be counted, just like the rest of them. I think she means it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. They're asking you to step up and start speaking your mind. Everybody else in your family seems to be allowed to speak their mind, and they're saying that you are probably the one that is the gatekeeper, the one that is the balance between the whole family. But they're saying that you can still do that and still speak up for yourself at the same time. And you're going to have opposition. You're going to have opposition to this because this is a transition period for them. They have to understand that you're a person, right? And at the moment, all they do is see you as a partner or as a mother. I don't know what that means, but you are always giving, and it feels like you need to make a decision about. And it's not that they don't respect you, because they do respect you for who you are. Okay, they respect you for who you are, but it's time for you to step up and start speaking up. You can't always be the meat in the sandwich. It's not fair for you, because that means that you have to consider everybody else's feelings and put yourself last all the time. Well, that can't happen either, because that means that you're just going to sit there and watch everything. Well, here we go again. What can I say to this person? What can I say to that person? How can I bring the two of them together? Just give us a minute, Sonia. I'll just let me have a read of this first. Okay, I got it. Thank you. All right. You have somebody that's right beside you, talking to you. Your spiritual team. It's almost like they're giving you the protection that you need at the moment. And for some reason, they're telling you that you need the protection at the moment. And it's almost like they've got their armor up and they're standing there, they're guarding you, because they're saying to me that you're a very special person and you don't even realize your self-worth. They want you to understand your worth in this world, because you don't. Heather, do you have some type of a business of your own? Yes, you can have another question. Of course you can. If this has got to do with career or finances or something like that, whatever you're going to start or whatever you're going to enter into, they're saying to me that it is going to work. Yes, I'm always seeking a mother figure. Yes, I am always seeking a mother figure. Seeing a mother figure, you mean? Right beside you, on your. I mean, they usually come in on my right side, so they're my guides. Right beside you, like they've got their armor on, and it's like they're defending you because you don't put up enough protection of your own. What they want you to do is learn how to protect yourself as well, so that they can just give a bit of space for you. Have I made the right decision in distancing my parents and sister? In distancing, yes, you have. It took you a little while to make that decision, Heather. Just give us 2 seconds. So this could have been that hard work that they were talking about before, Heather, that they were saying it feels like it's hard work for her. The distancing from them, I always found them very negative. Okay, so this is what they want you to know. They understand your dilemma, all right? They are your blood relatives, and when we leave behind blood relatives, it feels like we're leaving a part of ourselves behind with them. That part of you that is, it feels like it's going with them, is an old you. Right? This is not a part of you that you need on your path moving forward. It is somebody that they knew back then. All right, this is not who you are now. And if they can't accept you for who you are now, then you have made the right decision. Now, they're telling me that one of them is going to come back and they're going to want to talk to you. They want you at that point to make sure that you actually, that you speak your truth. Again, this is about speaking your truth. Um, yeah, I might still be here by 7. I'm not sure that I will be, Sonia. Definitely, definitely, definitely. They're standing there. They're actually clapping their hands because this was a hard decision that you had to make for yourself, and you've made it wisely. You were in the family because you were supposed to show them something, and they've chosen not to listen to you. And there is nothing more that you can do for them. And stepping away from that particular family means that you have grown. It doesn't mean that you don't love them because they're your blood relatives, but they have to be, they've got lessons that they need to go through on their own without you there. One of them will come back in. I don't know when this person is going to come back in, but you're being asked to make sure that you step up and you speak your mind and that you tell them exactly where it is that you are on your journey now. And that is, well, you know, they want you to take the pressure off yourself. They're saying that the transition that you've made is hard. It feels like a weight on your shoulders at the moment. It feels like you've been all over the place with this decision. But yes, you have made the right decision. Does this make sense to you, Heather? They want you to take the pressure off yourself. You're applying too much pressure on your own situation. They want you to get yourself a glass of wine. They want you to sit back and they want you to tell yourself. They want you to have a discussion with yourself that you have made the right choices. Don't back down, okay? Follow through with what you started. This is something that you could not have put off anymore. You couldn't have delayed the decision that you made anymore. It still feels like, Heather, that you've got a few unresolved issues with your family. So these unresolved issues that you've got with your family, they're asking you that, or they're saying to you that this may be something that you're going to have to work through yourself. Is there anything else in general? They're showing me flowers. What's with the flowers, Heather? They're showing me a field of flowers. They're showing me, maybe this is your opportunity to get out into nature, whether you do hiking or whether you go out in nature, but they're showing me flowers. They're showing me, well, that's interesting. They're showing me, do you put together tinctures or do you do some sort of aromatherapy or anything like that? Flowers, flower balms, flower bath bombs, that type of thing. Do you do any? Have you got anything to do with that, Heather? All types of flowers. They're showing me, they're showing me dried flowers. They're showing me fresh blossoms. They're showing me wood, that type of thing. That was years ago. Well, they're showing that to me now, Heather. So I don't know whether this is something that you have actually. I can smell fire. That can you guys? Can you just hang on 2 seconds? There was definitely smoke out there. Somebody's got themselves a pizza oven, Vicky. And it's smoking. It's really smoking. So I've had to shut my windows. He's okay. I saw it. All right. So, okay. So, are you wanting to start something like this up again, Heather? Maybe cooking pizza. Yeah, not just yet. Not with the amount of smoke that he's got. Like it's smoking out the neighborhood. I'm really surprised that he's doing that. Actually, never mind. Heather, is this something that you always wanted to start a business, but never knew with what? Okay, so are you able to do something with these? Can anyone else see the face on my chair? It's very funny, Sonia. I never noticed that. So they're asking you to, if you did that years ago, this is something that you would like to get back into, because it would be really successful. So they want you to have a think about that. They want you to have a think about it. Now, there's also some paperwork that you need to sign. There's some sort of agreement that's coming for you, Heather. Some type of agreement. Just make sure that you check the paperwork and make sure that it's to your advantage. Whatever this paperwork is, it's going to be good for you. So, if that is something that you know about, all well and good. But if you don't know about it, it is coming in. I don't know what the agreement is about or what the paperwork is about, whether or not you're going to do some sort of renovations or whether you're buying a car or you've got some sort of equity loan going, something like that, they're saying. And it will be to your benefit. New home. Very possible. Very possible. You got some sort of agreement coming in. Like it's very possible. Usually when they show me things like that, they just show me a contract or, it's a paperwork. I call it an agreement. So are you actually looking for a new home, Heather? Because if you are, it will come in for you. You just have to keep going and make it happen. Make it happen, woman. All right? You have the power. You have the power. Haven't started, but really want to. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like you've got a few changes that are coming up for you, Heather. So now all you need to do is make it from a thought and put it into action, because that affects a lot of parts of your life. It affects your career, what I'd like to say is a career, business opportunity, and it also affects your home. All right? And don't be the meat in the sandwich anymore. You've made the right decision with your family. Don't second guess that. There will be somebody that will be walking back in and questioning a few things, but you need to make sure that you step up and you talk to them about it from your perspective. If they don't understand, bye-bye. Again, there's not much I can do to make you understand who I am now, but yeah, that's the way it is. Karen Bullitt, you're up next. You're so welcome, Heather. I don't think this. Okay. Like randomly, they're just showing me horses. Do you have an affinity for horses? Do you have a horse? Do you have something to do with horses? Do you have something to do with animals? Like, are you an animal whisperer or something like that? Do you have a keen interest on helping animals? This is another avenue that you could go down, Heather. Animals. I'm just seeing animals. Particularly, they're showing me a horse. In Chinese culture, horses means new opportunity. Okay, there you go. All right. Take it on board. Take it on board. Because these new opportunities, don't miss the opportunities. All right. Start things moving, especially galloping ones. Yeah. Well, I was just looking at because I have a set of horses over there in the corner, and they say, tell her, the horses. And they're actually, one is standing up on two back legs, and the other one is galloping forward. It's quite cool, actually. Wish I could show you, but it's a little bit dark in that corner. Maybe I can. Hang on. Let me see if you can see this. Can you see them over there in the corner? Back to front, but that's basically what they're looking like. But tell her. Face them towards the front door. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll change them around then. Thank you for that. I will remember that. No, they're not. No, they're not mating. Sonia, stop it. They will run out. They will run out. I don't want them to run out, though. Heather, I don't want them to run out. I want them to stay here. They're facing the back. They're facing the back west corner, I think, which is where I am. The back corner of the house. And come back with. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Okay, done. As soon as the live is finished, I'm swapping them to they can stay on the table where they are. I'll just swap them so that they're facing the opposite direction. I may go buy a few horse ornaments. Oh yes, Lockie, they're just wonderful. I love them. I actually originally gave that to my daughter, and she said, I don't want them anymore. And that was in her teenage years because she absolutely loved horses. She said to me, I don't want it anymore. She said, throw them out. And I said, no, not throwing them out. Not throwing them out. So I kept them. That's why there are so many horses in Chinese culture, especially gold ones. I did not know that, Heather. I did not know. How do I pay for a reading? Krista, it's in the description, but I'll pop it in the comments for you. Just give us a second. I've got the PayPal there in the comments for you underneath what you've asked for. Okay, so that was for you, Heather. Do you have any other questions that you'd like to ask? You've got a few things that you need to start putting into plan, all right? Get them out of your head and start working on them. You've got the initiative, you've got the know-how how to start this, you've got the sense, you've got the knowledge. They're telling me that you've got the business brains, is what they're saying, to start this all. You're so welcome, Heather. You're so welcome. It was. She's got a lot of things to look forward to, Vicky. A lot of things to look forward to. And I'd love to hear how you go, Heather. Where can I get these horses? Which horses are you talking about, Sonia? You can't have my horses. But Vicky Zara, I'm sure she's got some horses. I've got a lizard, but you can't have that one. And Lockie's got some lizards, you can't have his. Oh, you can't get my horses unless you come down to visit me, and I'll be watching them when you leave. You go back home again. Go on Vicky's live. She sometimes sells horses. Exactly, Heather. Yes, exactly. I do see a lot of horses around at the supermarket, not the supermarkets, at shopping centres. Mind you, I haven't been to a shopping centre for such a long time, but you know, that they are around. I don't have any little ones. I got lots of elephants. Not very many horses anymore, but I do have elephants. They're all Vicky's. Vicky will die when she comes into my house. She'll see my house and she'll say, any wonder she's not buying any more because she's got so many already. I don't have any room for anything else. I want the gold ones. Okay. Yeah. All right. Karen Bullitt. Oh, I see what you mean, Sonia. Hang on a sec. Copy. Sonia. Paste. All right, I've sent that to you, Sonia. Heather, I'm paying attention. Gold equals money and fortune. Yes, it does, Heather. Well, I like gold. And actually, I've just put on a few of the things that I've had in my safe. I miss them, and I've got my grandmother's old gold watch here on at the moment. I don't wear watches because I don't look at the times, but when I put it up to my ear, it ticks, and I love ticking clocks, really little ones. But that's her watch. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's her watch. So it's very old. I want to know about family and job. What is it specifically that you'd like to know about, Karen? That's interesting. I don't wear my watch now because I can't freaking see. Put your glasses on then, woman. Karen, family and job. I'm looking for a new job, and family is my son's youngest one. And family is my son's youngest one. I don't usually use this deck, but I'm going to have a look at what it means when I find it, that is. It's really hard to find it. Ace of Fire. Where's the Ace of Fire? Messages. Water. Ace of Fire. Now, this is I'm just going to start out the reading with this because they asked me to, Karen. I'm looking for a new job and family. This is the youngest one. Okay, so this particular card here is the Ace of Fire. When I feel my connection to spirit, I see unlimited potential for transformation. There is no reason to fear because I am supported fully in imagining something new and daring to make it happen. It is a time to dream big. I can be bold and free because spirit inspires me to turn my dreams into reality. Having said that, they're telling me that you lack the belief in yourself that you are better and more capable of doing a job a better job than what the one is that you've got at the moment. You need to have self-confidence. Self-confidence has always been an issue for you. It feels like you've always been undermined. Just let me know if this is resonating with you, please, Karen. Somebody keeps undermining you and eroding your personal power, eroding your self-confidence. And they're saying this has to stop. This has to stop, they're saying. The longer you allow people to do this. Yes, I had a sister that wasn't so good growing up. Okay, so she was your what I call trigger. And this means that you were sent on a course in your life that you need to learn your lessons from. So if she wasn't good to you growing up, this is telling me that, you know, I keep getting the word undermined. She undermined you every single opportunity she could. And it's almost like I see her going, I did it again, I did it again. And you didn't stand up for yourself. You didn't know how to stand up for yourself because you didn't feel like you were listened to. And sometimes that happens with siblings because they are that controlling that even the parents listen to what the other person has to say and not you. But they're asking you to set your boundaries very firmly, which is also hard to do. She is not in my life. Yes, but she may not be in your life now, Karen, but she was the trigger to set things into motion. All right, so this is all about self-confidence, your confidence. They're saying that you need the confidence back now. They're asking you to find a space where you can earn that confidence back. Do you do any type of drama work, Karen? Dad was even scared of her. Yeah, yeah. No, okay, all right. They're just saying to me that your self-confidence needs work. Right. So when you asked before about family and a job, which family are you actually talking about? Are you talking about a partner and children, or are you talking about siblings? They're saying it's important to you that you have a bond with your family. What I'm saying to you is that with this bond that you've got with the family, if it is negative, you need to change it up. You need to transition to a new bond because the bond is based on something that happened in your childhood, and they need to be rearranged. They're just two sons who aren't with me. Okay. You're feeling a little bit alone, Karen? It's hard being on your own because there's no validation for you. Oh, Indy, stop it. Frustrated and peeved. Yeah. It feels like I'm on the back foot at the moment. It feels like I'm racing up a hill, and because it's so slippery, I end up back where I started from. It feels like when you speak, nobody listens. It feels like you every time you do something, it feels like it finishes, it ends before you even have a chance to make something of it. They want you to make better boundaries for yourself at the beginning, all right, not halfway up the hill, because that won't help you. That you need to be able to structure it so that you can that you've got things into place so that when you get halfway up the hill, you'll be able to stay there instead of sliding all the way back down again. So make sure that you have whatever it is. They're saying suit up, woman. They're saying that whatever you need, you have to start with it at the base, not halfway up the hill. Not going to help. Okay. I have my 2 daughters and my 2 older sons around. Okay, so just 2 sons. No, just 2 sons who aren't with you. So, okay. So does that mean that you have 6 children? My 2 daughters and my 2 older sons around. So, but you've got 2 sons that aren't with you. I'm a little bit confused. The powers that be don't listen. The powers that be don't listen. And who's the power that be? Who's the powers that be? 6. Yep. Okay. I've got the picture right. Yes, due to an X. Okay. All right. They're saying that things are going to change. They're saying that your children, the ones that you don't see as often as the ones you have now, will make up their own minds when they can, because at the moment they've been influenced by your ex or by the father, and they don't have a choice at the moment. They feel like they're hemmed in. They feel like they have to do as they're told, so to speak. He is this sort of do as you're told person, that you are a child and you will be that child. You don't speak to me the way you speak to me. If you do, there are going to be, there's going to be consequences. They're saying to me that's part of the reason why, you're not with them anymore. But one day they will grow up and they will be able to say no, and they will just come around and see you. Hi, Rose. How are you? Father, welfare system, yeah. How old are they, Karen? They are with his sister, but the system won't listen. Even psychologists are worried where they are. They're really not meant to be with you at the moment, are they? Gee, they've got a few lessons that they need to go through themselves. How old are they? It's not going to be long before something shifts, Karen. It's not going to be long before something shifts. I just get the feeling that one of them will be a rebel with a cause. 13, are they twins? I'm being told that one of them is like a rebel with the cause or without a cause. He's just he. I don't know if it's a he, but they're going to be a rebel, and that rebel will cause them to want to come and see you, find out for themselves. They have moved away in the middle of nowhere. Well, that makes it hard, doesn't it, Karen? Well, they're still saying to me, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. They'll be back. You just have to wait this out. Okay, so Karen, do you procrastinate with things? They're saying to me that you put things off, thinking that you'll have time to do them the next day or the day after or the day after that. They don't want you to keep putting things off all the time. It's been about 10 years and we have missed out on so much with each other. Yes, you have missed out on a lot, Karen, but please remember, okay, they are going to be back, all right? They're not going to be gone forever. They will be back. And they'll be asking questions of their own. Sometimes there has been a lot to do. Okay. All right. They don't want you to put off till tomorrow that which you can do today. They want you to take some type of an action with a situation that you have. And I'm not talking about your kids here. Sorry, they're just jumping from one thing to another. And they want you to make sure that you don't I know you said that you've got a lot going on. There's a lot to do, but there's a process behind this. And every time you procrastinate or put something off, you extend the period of worrying that you do, because you're a worrier, they're saying. A worrier, not a warrior. You are a warrior, but you are a worrier. They don't really want to see their dad anymore. And that's okay. That's fine. That's their decision. But I don't believe that they've got you out of their mind. All right, Karen? I don't believe that for an instant. There's a bond that you have, and I don't know which one of them is going to be the rebel, but they're the ones that is going to put it out there that they're going to come up and see you one day. They're saying that with this situation that I was talking about before, about the procrastination and the worrying, please don't worry about things as much as what you do. You like this worry wart. And I mean, I'm one of these people who worries about things, but I've learned over time to stop worrying about them because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm taking them out for the tomorrow to see my granddaughter. I'm taking them out for the something tomorrow to see my granddaughter. Who's them, Karen? Who is them for the day tomorrow to see your granddaughter? The twins. So, sorry, are the twins the 13-year-olds that you don't see anymore? Are the twins, are these two of the kids that you've got with you now? It feels like it's going to be a really pleasant day for you all. It feels like it's going to be healing. It feels like there's, if there was any resentments there, that the resentments are going to be healed through this visit. So whatever this situation has been or was will not be anymore. It will change. Yes, the ones I don't see much. Okay, so Karen, I'm just a little bit confused here. The ones that you don't see much, are these the ones that have the father that took them away from you? I hope so. One of my daughters gets grumpy with them. When you say with them, can you just be a little bit more specific, because you've got 6 children and I can't quite figure out who it is that you're talking about. Yes, the ones I don't see much. Okay. All right. It feels this day that you're going to take them out on, it feels like it's going to be a really good day. It feels like it's going to, like I said, it feels like it's going to be healing, and whatever resentment was there is going to be transmuted for you. They were taken away because of his violence. Okay. All right. Okay. But you're still seeing them, so that's a good thing. All right. Okay. They will have the opportunity to speak. Right? They will, and you'll be surprised when they turn around and start talking to you about something. They don't want you to be fearful of this. They don't want you to be fearful of any changes that are going to be coming up. They're saying to me that these changes may happen within the next year. I'm not really good with times, with dates, because my guides have always said to me, it is not to do with the date or time. It's to do with the person's right to decide and using their free will. So they don't generally give me dates and times. This is very much dependent on how you move forward with the situation. Not often. I can't see you, Maddie, but hello, wherever you are. They are scared to speak up. They get shut down in their rooms, etc. The twins, they don't have a good life. Oh, Karen, that's horrible. They just need to know that, that where you are when they visit you, that you have the right, that you allow them to speak without getting into trouble. They need to know that they're not going to be shut down with other people, because this fear of being shut down, when I talked to you before about something to do with your family, and it's got to do with self-confidence, it feels like this is, it started with you, and it could have been your parents, that they had issues back when they were children, and then it's with you, with your self-confidence, because you had a sister that was really mean to you, and even the father was scared of her. Now, what you're saying to me is that the twins are scared of speaking up. So this is all again about the issue of self-confidence, about being torn down, about stepping up and speaking your mind. Having said that, they need to be in a place where they can feel comfortable doing that, so that they can learn how to speak. Does this make sense to you? And what did you say to them, Karen? Because my guys are saying to me that you're the one that is going to have to work with them on this, right? You are the one that will help them break that karmic lesson, the life lesson that they're going through at the moment. Right? You're going to break a family, an old way of doing something. But you have to stick at it. You have to show them that it's okay to speak their minds and not be in trouble for it. So when they're with you, and you say only with you, that they're allowed to speak their minds, because that's how we communicate. And you're not going to get into trouble for it. We're going to talk about the things that you come out and say. Because if this doesn't happen, I'm being told that one of them, and that could be that rebel, will just act it out somewhere else. I said he wasn't naughty for speaking that, but they were just wanting to connect with people, and he was beautiful. Yeah, did he understand it, Karen? Did he understand what you were saying? Yes, with me he did. Okay, all right. Well, keep that bond going. Keep that line of communication open, because 13 is that age where we could move into troubled waters here, or he could find out that it's only his father that he has to be around and do that with until he gets old enough to stand up to him, without creating an influence over the rest of his life. But he isn't allowed to where he is. I get that. I totally get that. All right. I totally get what you're saying. With you, he needs to know that it's okay to do that with you. He needs to know that he can open up around you. Both of them do. Once they understand that it's not everybody that's like their dad, or where they are, they have to know that it's a trigger for them. It's a life lesson for them. The system is the problem. Yes, it is the problem. You're there to carry them through that. Okay? Yes, you can. Good. Good. Keep that going. Keep that going. Karen, do you have any other questions while I just sit here and ask my team? It feels like you're carrying a bit of weight on your shoulders. It feels like you need to breathe. It's like I'm getting one problem after the other, after the other, after the other, and I don't have time to just sit and be comfortable in the fact that nothing else is going on at the moment. Oh my goodness, I can breathe and say, wow, there's nothing happening that I have to worry about. You're looking for that moment. What they want you to do is switch your mind off and find that moment within you. Find that peace within you, Karen. While the drama's happening around you, connect. They're saying connect. Connect to your team. Connect to your soul connect to your heart. Quieten down that little monkey on your shoulder. Quieten down that part of you that's always telling you you're not good enough. And you'll find peace there. Just wondering about a job. Oh, yes. That's it. I've taken a few weeks. Good. Glad to hear it. A job for you. Okay, let's see. Have you been going out looking for one, Karen? Just hang on a second. I will ask for you. Karen, there is a job coming up for her in the next couple of months. There is a job coming up for you in the next couple of months. Having said that, you need to put yourself out there to find this job. They're saying that the job that you will be doing will be a transitional job. It's not going to be the job of your choice, but it's a job nonetheless. I know I'm good. The system has tried to knock me down. That's probably where that's come from. Okay. Yes, you've been looking. Okay, keep looking because one is coming. It's making itself available to you as we speak. The job they're saying will happen within the next couple of months. Again, this is dependent on you looking for this job. If you continue the way you are doing it at the moment, you will more likely find this job and it will be offered to you. Doesn't feel like it's a big affair. It feels like it's something small, but it is a job nonetheless. As I said before, it's a transitional job. It's not something that you would ordinarily go for. Monica, if you'd like to make a donation, please do, and I can do an in-depth reading for you. The link is at the bottom of the chat. It's pinned there for you or in the description of the live. I'm looking at anything. Yes, okay, so that's telling me that's saying to me it's a transition. Oh, okay, Sonia. Keep looking for this job. It's going to come. It's transitional. Oh, it's something it's going to be local to you. Okay. And you've just got the Ace of Wands, which tells me that, again, that you've got new beginnings coming your way. You've got a new opportunity coming your way. You've got growth happening, and you're going to be making some sort of a breakthrough. So that's got to be a good thing for you, Karen. That's got to be a good thing for you. So that can be applied to any situation that we're talking about at the moment. I just don't want weekends anymore. Then fine. Find a job that doesn't have that you can't work weekends. You just say to them, I'm not available on the weekends. Any day that you'd like me to work, Monday through to Friday, whatever it is, you'll find that. Just put it out there. Start manifesting this job and it will come to you. Okay? Okay, Karen. So that is it for you. A job is coming. It's transitional. They're saying to me it's easier, and they always say this to me, when you have a job, it's easier to find the job that you want. And I just saw your profile picture, the cat with glasses on, very cute. You're an intuitive soul, Karen. An intuitive soul. There are a number of you in the audience here. They're intuitive souls. You need to tap into it. Your daughter done that. Done what? What did your daughter do? Yes, I left the last one. You mean it's easier to find a job? Thank you. I hear from Mum often. Okay. All right. Good. Tap into it. Maybe she can help you out. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. So cute. Okay, Karen, that was for you. Love and light to you, and thank you so much for your donation. It is going to a worthy cause. That's okay, Monica. It doesn't matter. You can sit here. You can just listen if you like, and anything that resonates with you, you can take it on board. Okay. So, Maddie, Sonia has blessed you with a reading from me. Maddie, are you here? Sonia, where are you? Where's Maddie? Maddie, there she is. Maddie, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask me? Maddie, what does Maddie need to know? Maddie, I'm getting some type of effort is needed from you to change a situation that isn't serving you. Baby number 2 is due. Oh, congratulations! I saw bubble belly. Now I'm going to go, and we are going to go with that. And if co-parenting will go smoothly. Okay, baby number 2 is due soon. So I'm just wanting an idea of how we're going to go with that. Okay, so that must be they must be talking about that. I've got card number 13, which talks about effort. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it out to you from the book, and if it makes sense to you about the particular question that you're asking, just let me know. It just talks about effort. Can you see that? Let me take that off the screen for a second. Effort. And of course, it's not going. Oh, there we go. All right. They're saying that it indicates the time of extra effort is required to overcome your current obstacles and challenges as you are now being tested, and your attitude is the key. Rather than surrendering to self-pity or negativity or frustration, if they're asking you to utilize your inner power, for you are stronger than you believe you are. When the going gets tough, the tough must get going. And Maddie, you have not found your power. And if you have found your power, when and my voice is getting stronger because that's what they do to me, it means that in certain situations, what you need to do is find that strength from within to move forward, okay? You've got this. You will be able to co-parent. It's just a matter of making an agreement with the father of the child about how this is going to work. And sometimes they're saying to me that the rules are going to have to be bent because co-parenting is and can be hard. Then they're saying in this book, they're saying overindulging or engaging in obsessive or aggressive behavior is not going to work. If so, this card serves as a gentle and loving reminder that behaviors such as these can delay the manifestations of your dreams. So if you're working towards the kindest and most loving situations for your child, we have to bend those rules just a little bit, and perhaps the co-parenting, it's a great idea, and you have to be able to make it work. It's also about a need for balance, to balance your desire for freedom and the adventure of your responsibilities, because by honoring your commitments, you will prevent the buildup of karmic debt. By choosing to live as your highest self rather than giving into your lower tendencies, you align with source and the intention of your soul. Everyone has a shadow side that needs to be acknowledged, embraced, and loved. When you learn to rise above it, you can make your dreams come true. So the affirmation with this particular card is, with temperance and moderation, I can balance my life. And you've got this, all right? That they keep saying to me, it's like they're hammering their hand on the desk saying, you have got this. When you are put in a flight, fright, freeze situation, they're saying that you fly. You actually fly. You can only tolerate so much, and then all of a sudden you'll explode. And what they're saying is, we use that explosion to move you forward. That definitely resonates with my current situation. I can lean more into frustration rather than focus on the bigger picture that I think is achievable. Yes, and look, we all do that, Madison. Maddie, we all do things like that. Okay, so they're asking you to be more creative about the scenarios that you're wanting to put forward as a co-parent situation. You have to have some type of agreement, all right? And remember that that agreement will more likely at some given point need to change. A frustration is fine to have, because it is actually, the frustration is that's the shadow part of us, and it is designed to either protect you or move you forward into another situation. What they want you to do is not explode in anger, right? They want you to sit back and breathe before you answer, because they're saying sometimes, and I won't say you're like Sonia, well, sometimes what they're asking you to do is to not speak and think about what it is that you're going to say. And if you really need to say it to somebody in safety. Don't say it to the baby's father, okay? Say it in the safety of somebody that you trust, where it won't go any further. And then that way, when you speak to the baby's father about an issue, it will come out differently. They're saying that you don't want to cause a situation where it's like this situation. They're showing me bees. It's like honey for the bees. You can't give. It's better if you feed a fly. Sorry, the honey rather than giving it vinegar. Does that make sense to you? You feed it honey and it will eat it. You feed it vinegar and they will just go, poof, no, sorry, not happening. Say it to me. Yes, say it, Sonia. No, you're not going to say it. No, Sonia. No, Sonia. You're a mum. You need to just stay there and wait for the fallout. Okay, you can't interfere. I won't let you. Don't let her, Maddie. That makes so much sense. I'm like, Mum, but this definitely all makes sense. I explode quickly and get on the results, which just puts me back even further. Correct. All right. So that's you making sure that you can harness your weakness and use it to your advantage. You know, when you explode, it's not doing you any good. It's not serving you a purpose. It's not serving any purpose. Good. I'm glad you're sitting back, Sonia. Maddie needs you to sit back, because Maddie's a grown woman and she needs to learn how to handle this on her own, knowing that she's got you to come back to and have a shoulder to cry on. Now, Maddie, they're also talking to me about self-love. They're saying that this needs to come from within you first. You need to understand that in order for you to put some sort of agreement forward or to make it understood by the baby's father or the child's father, it's all about coming from a loving space, okay? You are a mother. You need to make this work for your child. So they're saying, let go of the aggression. Remember the self-love that you have. You need to go within and find that love for yourself and come from the heart space rather than the egoic self. Don't let this little animal, this little lizard, this little monkey on your shoulder direct the traffic, because it's not going to work. Every time the traffic is being directed by this little monkey, words come out that were not intended to be said, and you feel like you have gone way past the beginning line. So put something together. What they're saying to you is put something together that he can read. Okay, they're saying that this is not going to be easy for either of you. Okay, so why are they saying that you're both hot-headed and that usually you end up in a fight or an argument with them and you get really frustrated with each other because of that? This is one of the reasons why you're not with each other anymore, because you are so much alike that it causes problems. You're both hot-headed. But you have to remember, both of you, that you're not there for yourselves, you're there for the child. The child's best interest is what has to be considered here. So each time you get off track, you need to come back and say, look, this is not about us. We need to make this work for the child. No, Raddy, you can put in a donation if you'd like. Yes. Okay, so that was from you, Radha, was it? Mia? Yes, and the idea is to lose that hot-headedness. This is something that you have to learn. You're at that age now where they're saying to me that it's going to be either you will learn and understand what it's all about, or you will just go back to the start again and have to do this all over again with another partner. So make sure that you don't go back to the starting line. Okay. Yes, it may have been a false start with this particular one, but look what you've got from it. You've got this beautiful child, okay? So there are lessons here, okay? So make this agreement with them. Have the self-discipline. And I'm smiling because that is hard. It is hard to stay on course. Yes, Radha. Do you intend on living with the baby's father, Maddie? Do you intend on living with him? Because I'm getting a great big fat no with that. That cycle has ended. The co-parenting is about the child. It's going to be hard for you because you have to involve him and you don't want to. There's a self-love card again. I'm trying to move out now, but bills keep piling. You're trying to move out. You're not trying to move out, Maddie. Sonia, tell her what I think about that word. Just write it in there for me, Sonia. Exactly. So, Madison, all right, if you remove that word trying from your sentence, what does it say? I'm moving out now. Okay. Does that feel more powerful to you than saying I'm trying to move out? You have to find that self-love. You have to find that strength within in order to find a way out of this. And Sonia's right, pay your own way. I mean, okay. So when people break up, and I've been through this, and a lot of people have, and it comes up in readings for them all the time. It's all about putting the money together that is supposed to be used for household benefits, and whatever is not being used can be left in there for the next time around, but each of you have to pay a portion towards this household account, and the rest of it is yours to keep for you, right? So if the bills are mounting up, you're not the only one paying these bills, yeah? And why is it that you have to move out and not him? So have a think about that too. And they're also saying to me that there's no hurry for this to fall into place. Something will come up for you, and you will just take the bull by the horns, and you'll be able to do that. But for the time being, they're saying it is about reciprocity. You have to be able to take and give to each other to make this co-parenting work. Coming next, a sneaky account for the great escape. That's okay. It's not a sneaky account. If the two of them have chosen and they know that they're apart, sorry, I'm talking to you, Maddie. If you have made it common knowledge that you are not together anymore with your partner, then you have a household account where the bills come out of, and the food comes out of, and the insurances come out of, whatever. And then you have your own account. That is yours. So long as you have said somewhere that you are not together anymore. So there's no mistaking the dates. He's not working at the moment, so that's where the tension comes from, because the bills. No, Madison. No. He's not working at the moment. Why is he not working at the moment? It's too hard for him. I don't mean to say it like that. That's just the way it was said to me. Right? He needs to be able to contribute. You can't be the only one contributing to this. This is a form of a way of you being made to stay at the home. So what they're saying to me is the co-parenting is a really good idea, but it's also a good idea for you to find somewhere to go, or for him to go. And co-parenting, that's a whole other minefield. If you're doing co-parenting, that means that you may end up supporting him because he doesn't have a job at the moment. So just be very careful of that. It might be, there's some things I can't say on the live, Madison. It might be to your advantage. They're saying to me that the co-parenting is a good idea, and it's for the benefit of the child to do that. May not be so beneficial for you. That's all I can say. I've got all these thoughts running through my mind at the moment about the issues that can be caused because of co-parenting. That means equal time with the child, 50-50. You both have something to say. There is not one particular parent that has the right to decide for a child what is going to happen to them, where they're going to go to school, what they're going to do. It means that you both have to agree to certain things. So there's a whole lot of co-parenting that people are just not, they're not aware of. So just look into it and find out what it means for you and what it means for the child. Okay? Some people can work it out, some people can't. Communicate. Communicate, Maddie. Find out all you can. I'll be going to the hospital by myself for labour for this baby, or will he be there too? I have form. I will be by myself on the day and getting nervous. Okay, so my guys are saying to me that make the plans to go by yourself. Send a message out that you're going in on that particular day, and if he arrives, he arrives. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Because you can't control what his free will and his right to decide will be on that particular day. I have a sneaking suspicion that he'll want to be there, but because he's so, they're giving me the word pig-headed, that he will stop himself from going. He will come in, but perhaps not at the time when you're having the child. So, having said that, Madison, make sure that you get somebody that can be there with you, okay? Despite what's going on between you and your partner or ex-partner. I don't know which case it is. But find somebody that can be with you for the day. You don't have to be alone. You can have another support person there with you. So find that support person. I need a ticket. Yeah. And a date. Sometimes we don't get a date. You just need to talk to your boss, Sonia, and say, look, my daughter's pregnant. Don't know when the date's going to be, but whatever date that is, I'm going. And you can even drive, Sonia. Same, to be honest. Hey, Lockie's still here. Emma is too close. Emma is close too. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I will be born around his due date. And I'm going over. No, it's not, Sonia. No, it's not. If I can drive from Victoria all the way out past Townsville, so can you. Don't shoot me. All right. So that was for you, Madison. You got a few things to take care of, woman. Check into this co-parenting thing. Okay. Look it up and find out what the responsibilities are and what it is that it will mean for both of you. Find out what it means legally. Find out what it means financially. You've got a few things to sort through. I think it'll be overdue too. You're so welcome, lady. If you want to talk more about what I said to you about the co-parenting, please do. But when you message me, remind me what I said to you. Yeah. Okay. Christmas baby. Oh, well, both of mine were born around the Christmas time. One was born before Christmas. The other one was born after Christmas. So just think about it this way. The rest of the year is clear. You don't have to worry about presents. And then you've got Lockie's there as well. He can come down and take care of you for a little while, surely. You have to pay for his train ticket. You have to pay for his plane ticket, though. Just having fun. All right. Medicine, Sonia Kelly, my anxiety is going to be through the roof for a minute now. No. No, Madison, no. You don't need the anxiety, all right? You have to calm yourself down. Okay, so they're saying to me you need to start playing some sort of peaceful music in the background, something that you can listen to, something that you can tune into. And it's not all about that. It's more about the music that you're playing. It's more about showing your baby that can hear through the membranes that everything is going to be okay. Right, and through the feelings that you're sending this baby, you have to be careful about your anxiety. So they want you to breathe, and they want you to play music that is relaxing, music that is soulful, music that the baby needs to hear in order to feel safe. Meditating sometimes is hard, especially when we all know that when I get anxious, I can't meditate. So I walk and I clean. That's what I do. A lot of people do that, but that in itself is meditation. It's like Sonia needs to drive she needs to drive a long, long way, and she won't. Hey, Tina, how are you? I garden. Yes, you garden. Good. 3D music. Yes. 8D music. Mozart, that type of thing. Anything like that, Madison. They're telling me that you're pretty, you've got a pretty wide range of varied music that you like listening to. So drop into that music, and they want you to tune into it so that you can't think, so that you can't get anxious. Cleaning and decluttering is best, yes. Blah. You're right. Oh, artwork. You're an artist. Sonia, you're up next. Sonia, are you sitting up straight? And how come you're not down at the pub? Sonia! Maddie, you can message me if you like. Just remind me what it was that I said to you. There are certain things that I don't really want to say on the live. No, you were leaning. What happened to sitting up straight? Oh my goodness me. Look what came up for you, Sonia. Look at all of these 8s. Manifesting and abundance. What are you calling in? What are you doing? I need to find out. 88. Are you still looking for payment? Taking payments? Yes, Yoli, I am. I've got one reading after Sonia, and then if you put in your donation, that will be, I will make you my last one. Been going for nearly 2.5 hours, but yes, so I will take your donation. Lucky 8s, calling in money. Calling in money. What deck are you using? I'm using a number of decks here at the moment. But this particular one is the numerology one. The one that I got those from, these 2 particular cards. All right, 88 and 8. So 88. They're talking, that's this particular one here with the 88, obviously. Duh, Caroline. It's saying this card indicates the need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order to attract into your life. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to recognize the numerous opportunities in front of you. For the universe is bountiful and there is plenty to go around. Since you attract what you believe, you must improve your perception of the world. Replace your thoughts of scarcity, competition, and shortage with feelings of abundance, prosperity, and hope. So that feeling that you get that you lack, in inverted commas, if you feel that you lack something, let's just say, use money as an example. If you feel that there's never enough money, you're putting out, you're manifesting to the universe that you don't have enough. And when you do that, that they're saying to me that you will never have enough. They will see you as always wanting and never having. that make sense to you, Sonia? The universe has an infinite supply of love, health, wealth, and wisdom. Therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only prevents abundance from flowing. And I'm not saying you're greedy, because you're not greedy, all right? But I just get that there's a lack of, that you feel a lack in certain areas of your life, and they want you to allow the flow of abundance to come through to you by trusting that this is going to happen. I mean, there was an instance that that this past couple of days has taught you that you need to step up and speak up for yourself, and look what happened because of it. You were supported. All right, that in itself was you speaking your truth and speaking up where you needed to, and when push came to shove, you were listened to. Not so much money. I want to get enough to fix my house. See, there's that word again. I want. I have enough to fix my house. I'm still trying to shake that bone. Trying. But I'm grateful for what I have. Yes, feeling gratitude, that's fine. But I want to have enough to fix my house. I have enough to fix my house. All right, you have to show your angels. You have to show your team. You have to show your team that's the picture that you want. She did rattle you. But look, again, see what happened here? She rattled you to the point where you stood up for yourself. And this is something that Maddie needs to do too, all right? She will get rattled, but she has to step up and she has to stand in her power differently. No yelling, no screaming. You just stand up and you will have what you manifest. And that word I want implies that you don't have enough. And we all know at some point or another that we don't have enough, but you have to, when we do manifesting, it's all about showing your team that is what you are sitting in at the moment, because there's no such thing as time there. You have to understand that, Sonia. When there's no time, they see you saying, I have. They can actually see you sitting in that place of, I have it now. Oh, that's what she means. I do have enough. Okay. Just the feeling. Yes. And okay, so that was that particular one, and the affirmation is that for that card is the universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. I always have what I need. And then the next one was number 8, and it talks about manifestations, which is basically around the wrong way. It talks about manifesting. Okay, I'll get it. Sit up straight, Sonia. You bent over again. You need to acknowledge the power that your mind has got. That's what I'm doing. Okay, the manifesting. Yes, you need to understand and acknowledge the power that your mind has over your ability to manifest your desires. All right, you are being urged to familiarize yourself with the law of attraction and clarify what it is that you want or need. Want, need. Okay, change the words to things that I have, and I'm sitting in it. What you said before, I have enough. I got out of my house, woman. I get out of my house, woman. Oh, what do you mean by that? Okay. Just give me 2 seconds, people. I just realized that you can't hear what I'm hearing. So just give me 1 second. You can't even hear what I'm hearing. So hopefully now you can hear it. Read it again. Get out of my house. You consume me. Okay. Yes. You need that rod but between your underneath your arms, okay, to make you sit up straight. This is not helping your back. Okay, it's not helping your back. You need to sit up straight. And I was just at my massage this morning, and I said to my massage therapist, I said, I really need to start doing something about the way I sit, because I have a habit of sitting like this as well, and it's not good for us. It really is not good for us. They're telling me that you need, you have to do something about healing. There is something in your past that you still haven't healed. They want you to get an understanding of, okay. All right, so they're asking you to move into healing. They want you to do more healing with your hands, with your heart, with your being. They want you to step into healing, like kinesiology or some sort of physiotherapy or homeopathy or counseling or something. Healing. You have this card. It's about healing. And they're saying, and don't turn around and say there's not enough time. Float therapy, yes, Lockie. Float therapy. Become a float therapist. Work at one of these places. You have a job at the moment. You could walk into one of these places and you could, sit behind the desk or do something like that and have your own float therapy room. That type of thing. Okay. They're telling me that the pain that you've got in your back, I don't know what happened or how you actually got that pain in your back. I think it may have been an accident that you were in, Sonia, but they're saying to me that this is also something that happened to you in a previous life, and it's come forward to you in this particular life again. Again, they're saying to me, you're there for everybody else, but you're never there for yourself first. And sometimes you have to put the brakes on, you have to put the phone down, you have to set it aside and say, no, time for me. Us mums, it's hard for mum, Sonia. All right, it's hard for us to put the phone down. Because when our kids need us, we are there. That's just what unconditional love does. We need to be there for our kids. But you also need to be there for yourself, they're saying. Yes, for different reasons. I have been told Mum is around me, but I feel like my brother is. I just want to know why now. Are they here for a reason? I haven't felt them lately. Okay, were these two, was your brother somebody that kind of ruled the roost, so to speak? Was he very domineering? Was he dominant? Was he did he talk loudly? He was my hero. Was he powerful, Sonia? I told Mum's back and keep coming back over and over for different reasons. Was he somebody that they're telling me, and they're doing this gently because they're saying that he was also a gentle soul, but he had the capacity to be powerful, the oldest child and the only boy out of 6. You're not answering my question. Was he powerful? Did he was he strong when he needed to be? Very respected. Still haven't answered my question. He was the sort of person that was there for you when you needed them, but he also respected himself. Am I getting this right? The fact that he is around you at the moment, he is wanting you to be that person. I saw him as strong, but he had his issues. Yes, as we all do. As we all do, Sonia. We all have our issues. He wants to show you how to be strong. He wants to show you, okay, so I don't know what happened between the two of you, but he is asking for forgiveness. What does that mean, Sonia? He's asking for forgiveness, but he's also saying you need to forgive yourself. What does that mean, Sonia? I need her to forgive. I need her to forgive. I need her to understand. I needed to forgive myself. Okay, all right. So did you always forgive him for something that he may have done to you that, he'd apologize to you for? If you're saying you need to forgive yourself, what is it that you need to forgive yourself for? He is asking, he's saying to me, I'm asking for forgiveness, but I also want her to forgive herself. What does that mean, Sonia? I don't understand that. And it's okay if you don't want to say it on the live. You don't have to say it on the live. You can message me later and tell me. I had my only argument with him the day before. Okay. It wasn't major, but I felt so bad. All right. Okay. I get that. So you feel like it's unresolved. You feel like it's never ending. You feel like you'll never get the answers that you need. He hang on a minute. Okay, so he's basically standing here saying to me, if you can have what you consider to be not a major issue with the person that's living it and get past it and through it, he said, why can't you do that with me? I'm here with you, just that you, and you said you could see him. What I'm picking up is that even if you can't see him, he wants you to use the same process as what you do for people that are physically there with you. And if you can get past that physically with somebody else by thinking, oh, well, it's no big deal, it just happened, and accept it for what it was, and when it happened, doesn't mean that he loves you any less, but he does want forgiveness for this. So maybe that situation means that I don't know whether he walked away from you on that particular day, whether you walked away from him, and that's why you feel like you have to be there for everybody else. But there is an issue here, and it's to do with forgiveness. All I did was snap at him. I tried to call him and I couldn't get through. Okay. Right, which is, Sonia, do you see what's happening here? So you're thinking about him at the moment, and what my guide's saying to me is you do this with people all the time. You snap at them. You may feel that you're snapping at them, and you hang up, and you think to yourself, "Oh my God, I can't let this go on. I need to call them back." Instead of snapping at people, find a new way of dealing with something. You're wallowing. Forgiving myself. Yeah. Yeah. You will. You'll learn how to. And they're saying to me, once you've learned how to forgive yourself, you will actually grow exponentially. You won't feel the need to snap. You won't feel the need to, they keep saying to me, talk to people the way you feel you do. And if you feel that you talk to people in a negative way, then that is something that you have to look at and fix. Yes, I'm getting better, believe it or not. Good. Okay. Good. So you're working with it. Sit up straight. Sit up straight. I'll sit up straight too. Okay? I'll sit up straight too. Because did you notice I was bending forward like that? And I meant the F in that sentence. Oh, I'm getting fucking better at it, believe it or not. Okay, I said it for you. There you go. It's very good. You planning another holiday, Sonia? Because they're showing me another holiday for you. They're showing me an adventure for you. Oh, well, I felt like you were talking to me and my body was hurting, so I was slapped. You can take it on board too, Lockie. Oh, why would Mum be around you? And as we're talking about your mother, my right leg, and it could be her left leg. I don't know which leg it is, but sometimes it mirrors me. I don't know, but my leg's hurting at the back of my leg. It feels like I've got something wrong with my lower back with my leg, and it's affecting the way I walk. Can you tell me whether this was something that she had that was going on with her? She also had back issues, they're telling me. This runs in your family. This physical issue that you guys have, it runs in your family and it needs to stop. You need to stop carrying everybody else's burdens. I need to go and meet these babies and Maddies. Why would Mum be around you? Off. What was going on with her legs? Did she have some sort of sciatica problem or issues walking? That's what's been happening with me since that incident. Yes, Mum did have that. Okay. So I've got the right soul around me. Oh, Sonia. She just wants to put her arms around you. She's making me all emotional. She's kind of wrapping herself around you, and she every time she does that, it just sort of like disappears. I want you to feel, I need you to feel that hug. I need you to know that I was there for you, even if you didn't feel that I was. Sometimes I was too hard on you. But that I didn't know anything else. I didn't know any different. I didn't know how else to make you strong. She just wants to put her arms around you. And tell her to Mum fine with it. Tell her to Mum fine with it. Tell her to. I don't know what that means, Sonia. She did the best she could with the knowledge that she had. Yes, but she wants you to acknowledge that she says that it's hard for you to understand that because of the stuff that you went through. That she didn't say stuff, she said shit, actually. The shit that you went through. I don't know much about what happened between you and your mother, but she's just kind of sitting there she feels strong, she feels independent, she feels pushy, she feels like she was judged, she feels like she was she could be judgmental herself sometimes, and she said some of the things that she did she doesn't want you to do anymore. No, she's saying things have changed. It's not the world that we live in today. It's not how we do things now. All she wants to do is just reach out and cuddle you. She just wants to give you this great big old fat hug. Money. She's saying what something about money. Money wasn't easy for me. You couldn't get what you needed to get sometimes. So it made you feel like you never had enough. Was that something that resonates with you, Sonia? Oh, shit, there you are. Sorry, I thought I lost you all. I am so much like her, it's crazy. Okay, right, so okay. Did she struggle with anxiety? Because all of a sudden this ginormous like shaking is happening to me, and it feels like she's anxious all the time, like she can't stop feeling anxious. And it's almost like she's biting her nails. It's like she needs something to calm her down, but doesn't know what it is. And she is saying that she has caused this. She was a trigger for you with these types of issues, and she understands that it's like what I say to you, that it was a contract that she made with you, but she is now wanting to say to you, I'm sorry for the mother that I was, because I couldn't give you what I wanted to give you on a soul level. Okay. No, she's stepping back now. I can't say any more to her. She knows I love her. She was just the love that was different. I did the best I could. And as you said, you did say that before, Sonia. And again, you know, like your brother, she's asking for forgiveness. Oh. Wow. What does she want me to do? Why is she wrong there? She wants you to forgive yourself, just like your brother. She wants you to be funny. She wants you to be the mother that she couldn't be. She wants you to be the person that she couldn't be. She wasn't at her best when I was a kid, and she has my forgiveness. Yeah, but she said on some level, Sonia, you don't believe that. Do you have a tree? Do you have something that in your garden that reminds you of her? Something that you've got around you that reminds you of her. I think she needs to speak to her one-on-one, if that makes sense. To forgive. She was actually talking to her. Yes, and Lockie, I keep trying to get this meditation together for the three of us, and I can't get you two together. And something like that can happen. Camellia. Okay. All right. Okay, so they're saying to me, look at the camellia. See the way it opens up. It starts as a bud, and it opens up like a lotus. Each one of the leaves, each one of the petals is a different part of who you are, but they are one. I don't know what that means, Sonia, but that's for you. Mia, I've got you up next, and then I've got Yoli. Sonia, do you have any other questions? she's kind of exhausting. She's exhausting to be around. Like sometimes I can't live up to her expectations. That's what it feels like to me. And now they're saying to me, stop living up to everybody else's expectations of you and live up to your own expectations of yourself. We had one at our house. I used to sit on the front veranda and peel it layer by layer in the zone. Okay, all right. See each one of those petals as you peel it off. It was hard work, but it was justified. Yeah, I understand that, Sonia. Sonia, do you have any more questions before I wrap your reading up and go on to Radha or Mia? No, sorry. Yes. That was a tense you got. Oh, good. Good, Sonia. Yes. Yay. I'm so happy. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm not smiling at your crying because I'm so happy that you are finally letting go of the tears, that you will allow yourself to cry. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, darling, I must move on to the next person. Mia, are you here? Mia, Mia, Mia. 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 And she used to always sit up. Oh, really? Maybe she's here to tell you that too. Slap you on the back, woman. Sit up straight. My legal name is Mia. Do you mind if I call you Mia? For some reason, I've changed it from Radha to Mia. I don't know why. Mia, they're saying to me, or would you prefer me to call you something else? Please let me know. You have a difficult decision that's coming up, and you're weighing them up. It's almost like you feel like you're at an impasse at the moment. Can you just let me know if this is something that resonates with you? I just feel like it's at an impasse, and you're not quite sure what to do. It feels like a stalemate. It feels like you've come to a crossroad and you don't know what to do or which way to go. I've got the Two of Swords here in front of me, and that is telling me it's okay for me to call you Mia. Okay, thank you. Crossroads, difficult decision to make. This decision, no matter what the decision is that you're going to be making, Mia, it will be the right one for you. Please know this. Just let me know if this is resonating with you. It's got to do with some sort of, it's not a physical change. It's got more to do with a spiritual change, a spiritual attitude. Okay, they're telling me that you're more like this spiritual warrior. You're like this, not warrior, but warrior, as in, playing things and doing all that sort of stuff. But they're saying to me that there are changes that need to happen within. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Caroline. Mia. So are you making changes on an internal level? Are you making changes spiritually within yourself? You are a spiritual person. I kind of feel stuck in the throat at the moment for you, Mia. Yes, I'm doing some major shifting at the moment. Are you having trouble speaking? What it is that these changes that are happening for you? It's almost like I want to say, or I want to do something, or I want to make the changes, but I'm not quite sure what it's going to mean if I make those changes. They're saying just go with it. Stop fighting it. They're saying stop putting yourself through all of this torment. There's no need for it. Just accept it. That's what we want from you. We need you to accept the changes that are coming through to you, because you're going to be, it's okay. They're telling me it's got to do with your personal power as well. All right. Your right to make decisions for yourself. Yes, you're scared. Yeah. Okay, so they're asking you to break this down, because you're the sort of person that needs to figure out why or what, or the meanings behind this. You need to find out what the root cause of something is, or the root cause of why you need to change. So they're saying to you, if you feel scared, what is it that you're scared of? You may be scared of the change. What change? The changes that, if I make these changes to myself, and who am I going to lose in my life? What's going to happen to what I had before? Well, things are going to change, yes. There is no such thing as staying still in one position. Life changes. And if whoever you are with at the moment doesn't go along with those changes, they want you to understand that it's your spiritual strength that is going to get you through the next couple of years. Whatever that means, I don't know, Mia. It's like you're very nurturing. It's like you're, you can see the beauty in all things. You are a healer. You are an empath. You are all things. And people are drawn to you. You have this aura about you that just is peaceful. I'm on my own with cookies. Okay. Mia, you've got things that you need to do with your life that you're stopping yourself from doing. Yes, you may be on your own at the moment, and you may have 2 children to look after, but there is no reason why you can't involve the 2 children in your life and allow them to see who you are on a spiritual level, because you are supposed to show them the way. They came through you because you're going to be like this guiding star for them. You are going to be that person that is going to be their strength when they're weak, when they can't find their way through something. And, us parents do that. That's what we do. But you have a spiritual gift. You are able to lift them up and lift people up when they're at their lowest. And this is something that they're going to be able to do as well. And they're going to be even stronger than you. But you need to find that strength as well. You're starting to teach them. Good. Keep teaching them. And the words, they're saying the words will come. I'm just feeling that the voice is restricted at the moment, so you're not quite sure how to deal with this. So the words will come. They're saying you need to ask them questions about the way they feel about things, or what they see, or how they interpret it, in order for them to understand the emotional level of what they're going through. Yes, my boys are special. Yeah, they are special, and they need to know that. Okay, so I don't know why they're saying this to me, but they need to know that just because they're boys doesn't mean that they can't have a spiritual purpose in their life. I'm getting this other person here at the moment that not on a spiritual level, but somebody in the physical world that is holding them back. Would that be their father, Mia? Is he not spiritually minded? Is he more in the 3D sense? Yes, their father. He does spiritual healing and talks to spirit. Okay. So he's not really in the 3D world. He is spiritual as well. Okay. Right. I don't know who this person is that they're talking about. Somebody is holding them back. Maybe it's just the where they go to school, or somebody around them is interrupting that growth, that spiritual growth, and that's okay because they've got lessons to go through in their lives as well. I'm all of a sudden feeling like I have grief to deal with. I feel like I'm in some sort of emotional pain, Mia. I feel like I'm carrying a grief that I don't know what to do with. I feel like it's weighing me down. I feel like I've been betrayed. Why is it always up to me? They're saying. I think it's their dad. I think it's more demons he talks to. Yeah. So it's a negative energy. Let's not use that word because it's just more like a negative energy, Mia, that they need to be shown that it's all about the way they interpret these energies by calling them that. It's always about the words that we use, all right, moving forward. Negative energies is a good word to use for them while they're at the age that they're at. Where is this grief coming from? Where is this pain coming from, this emotional pain? I feel like I've been betrayed. He was very overpowering, their dad. Okay, so do you still feel that sense of loss with their dad? I mean, it may not be right, and it may not be, but it just feels like there is a part of that relationship that you never really completely got over. Betrayed. My ex cheated on you. Okay, all right. Okay, so they're saying to you, they're wanting you to accept this and acknowledge this as part of your life lessons. You would not be who you are now, Mia, if it weren't for that betrayal, for that sorrow, for that sadness, for that loneliness that he caused you. You wouldn't be who you are now. There was, I'm just getting conflict. I'm getting, imbalances, misalignments, all those sort of things. That's what I'm getting for you, Mia, with him. The one woman he was healing. What happened to that line? You don't do that with your clients. He broke a rule, didn't he? And you understand. Okay, all right. So let's just let that one go. But they're saying that you need to acknowledge that part of you, that part that got hurt, that part that still feels that pain, that still feels that loneliness, that that part of the lesson is over, and they want you to harness the feelings that you've got to set you forward rather than hold you back. Right, now, it's saying that you are going to be coming into, if not already, that you are going to have some type of, what's the word that they're trying to find for me? You're finding yourself, Mia. You're finding yourself, you are finding your balance, you are finding your soul truth. Acknowledge the past pain because now you are living your soul's truth. And you are then going to be able to lead other people through what you've been through because you've been there. And you'll do it with such ease and such grace. Yes, I'm finding my voice. Okay, right. Keep talking, they're saying keep talking. Keep talking because you're going to reap the rewards. Are you planning something at the moment, Mia? Are you putting something, have you got an idea that's manifesting for you to do with finances, to do with business, to do with incorporating your spiritual gifts? Are you going to incorporate them into some type of a business? Are you wanting to move forward with some healing practice? Good morning, Michelle. Or good evening, should I say? Because this is going to start for you. You're going to get results from it. You're going to be able to reap the rewards of it. So if you've got this idea in your mind, they want you to start putting it into practice. They want you to start doing something about it because you can. I'm not sure. I definitely want to start healing more. Okay. Start doing it then. Put your name out there, Mia. Like, get your name out there. Ask people to give you feedback on it so that you can either do better or find out what it is that they're feeling when you do the healings. I just want to help people because I can. I get that. I get that. But they're reminding you, Mia, that there needs to be an exchange of energy. Okay, do not forget yourself here. Yes, you are wanting to do this because you can, right? But once you get yourself into the swing of things and your healing is starting to manifest itself into your life, it's saying once you've got the ball rolling with that, they want you to start asking for an exchange of energy. Because, when you give, it's about people giving back to you as well. Right? You can't keep giving for free all the time. You just can't. There's some sort of alignment happening with you. Are you actually getting some sort of codes from the universe? Mia, are you up leveling? Mia? It's like you're getting it's like I'm seeing a council, like COUNSEL, a council around you. You're being counseled by your team, and they're uploading information or downloading information through to you. Some of it you may not be aware of, but it is going to be useful to you. They're saying that most of the downloads that you're getting are coming through to you at night time, and you feel like when you wake up in the morning that you're really tired, that you haven't had a sleep. But they're saying that your body has rested, your soul hasn't. Your soul will never sleep, and we need you to start working. Because when you heal other people, you are healing the world. One by one, by one, by one, by one. And each time somebody does that, they heal one, and then another, and then another. And it just keeps on multiplying out. Yes, I am. I get lots of it at night time. Yep. Yep. They're just saying it's easier to get through your mind while you're asleep than it is when you're awake. Remember to be there for yourself, Mia. Okay? You don't always have to do this on your own. Give yourself the guidance that you need. Understand what it is that you're doing. Understand that it's okay to ask for help. Your children, when they get older, they're going to be your rock. I don't know what they call you, but I keep getting this word given to me, mama. Do they call you mama? Mama, mama, mama. We've got you. They're rallying around you. You don't even have to worry because they're going to be there for you all the way. Who calls you mama? Maybe that's what you called your mother. I don't know. My little one has he does. Okay. All right. They're saying that the connection that you've got with your kids is absolutely just beautiful, and the little one is he the one that is the apple of your eye? And I know that there's no distinctions to be made between kids. We don't do that, but he just feels really special. He feels a little bit more gifted than the other one does. My 6-year-old. Yeah. Mama, mama, mama. I just keep getting mama. They're asking you to not put the pressure on yourself so much because you understand the words, it is what it is. It was what it was. Allow and accept. So, Radha, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me? They're asking you to do some sort of a grid. Do you do grid? Do you do crystal grids at all? Mia, do you do crystal grids? Protect your space, they're saying. Protect your space. Don't forget to go back to basics. I haven't done crystal grids. Okay. Are you interested in doing them? Yes, you are. Okay. They're just talking to me about crystal grids. And they're saying that these grids that you do, because you put so much power behind them, that they will actually, they'd be very powerful for you. They're saying don't forget to put the intention there when you do the grids, when you start doing them. And with that, Mia, they've closed the door on me. Don't forget who you are, Mia. Don't forget who you are. Keep growing. Allow the downloads to come in. They're also telling you that you need to write your dreams out. Sometimes you have dreams and you don't know what they mean, so they want you to start journaling them. Yoli, are you still here? You're so welcome, Mia. Love and light to you. And thank you for your donation. You all know that it goes towards anti-child trafficking, so, you know, you're paying it forward to help somebody, to help a child. Okay, Yoli. Just writing down a few words because otherwise I'm going to forget them. Okay, miscommunication, Yoli, for you. What's going on with the miscommunication? Somebody has misunderstood something that you said. You put the olive leaf out there, or the hand, the gesture out there, and somebody took it the wrong way. It's like a miscommunication is happening. Some sort of resistance to change. It's got to do with timing, effort. Somebody has misunderstood you, and there's regret here with that. Yoli, what's that about? This is going to be worked out. Whatever this issue is, it's going to be worked out because you will have a great big fat say-so in this. Somebody has I almost see you storming in there and fixing something that has been a misunderstanding. Feels like your world's upside down at the moment, Yoli. What's going on with that? Why are they showing me things upside down? My new boss expressed concerns about me, but I admitted today I was seeing a psychologist and on low dose meds. No buts about it. There's nothing wrong with that. My boss expressed concerns about me, but I admitted today I was seeing a psychologist and on low med dose. Okay. All right. So what's the miscommunication? Was there a miscommunication before about these concerns that he had? She seemed supportive about it, but I'm worried. No, they're saying no. The fact that you've opened up to them is a good thing. The fact that you have said that you're on low dose meds means low dose meds is low dose meds. People go through shit times sometimes and need something to help them out, Yoli, right? You did the right thing by telling her that. Maybe she felt I was just having time off, but she said she appreciates and honest with her. Absolutely. And they're saying to me there is no need for you to worry. You're bringing unnecessary worry, and you're also making yourself feel anxious about a situation where you feel that you may lose your job because of it. You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to lose anything because of it. If anything, you've opened up the door for her to understand, which is what you said, and perhaps she's been in a similar situation than what you've been in, right? We all go through shit like that. We all go through stuff like that. You've given her a different perspective to think about what has happened with you, Yoli, all right? You've allowed her to let go of seeing you a certain way by giving her the information that you gave her. It's good she seems understanding, compassionate. Yeah, she is. I'm not quite sure what concerns she was expressing to you. I'm getting confusion. The confusion's about a role. confusions about how the new boss is going to interact with people, the normal stuff that happens when you get a new boss. Is she new? Did you say that before? Oh, yeah, you did. She's a new boss. Okay. That you have a lot of time off. Usually somebody that opens up, and I haven't told anyone else at work. And I'm sure she won't. I'm sure she won't, because that's privileged information. You just don't tell people about that just because, you know, an employee told the boss that you're on low dose meds. And besides, there is nothing wrong with you being on meds because of issues that you're going through. Absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, you'll probably find that once you open up and say something about it, you'll probably find that two other people will be in exactly the same place as you. Oh, really? Well, so am I. Who cares? That's what they'll say, and that you have time off. So the physical aspect of this, Yoli, is that you have time off. Can you do your job remotely? Can you do your job remotely, Yoli? Is that possible? Because they're saying that if you could do it remotely, that may help you with your time off. You may not need to take the time off. But if it's a physical issue, then you need the rest. But they're saying don't worry about your job. Your position is okay. There has been a new restructure, and so she has a lot to deal with. I think she may have got the wrong impression. Understands me now. Yes, 1 day a week I do. Okay. All right, so 1 day a week. Is this helping you with needing to take time off? Do you feel comfortable doing, if you need to have another day working remotely? Would this help? I'm just getting it hard for you to get up in the morning. Like I'm struggling to get up out of bed to make my way to work. Yes, I can go to the psychologist on Wednesday lunchtime. If I can go to the psychologist on Wednesday at lunchtime. What does that mean, Lily? To work remotely, they're saying to work remotely. I'm struggling to get up in the morning, and it would help me if I didn't need to get dressed and I didn't need to put my makeup on. I didn't need to do all of these things. I would love to work another day remotely. That's what I'm being told. Been a lot better in the mornings in the last week, but at first I did struggle. Okay. On Wednesday, my psychologist is close to home. Okay. All right. It helps you to work remotely. They're telling me that you don't like being around people. I don't feel that would be approved as well, or I get 1 day a week at home, which I appreciate. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. I've forgotten what I just said. What did I just say? Sorry, I just read your writing and then I completely forgot what I said. They're talking to me about balance in the things that you do in your life. They want you to make more time for you, Yoli. The energy at work has been intense, but it will be better by next week as last job is decided. which does not affect me but the others around you. Okay, all right. It's hard. Transitions are always hard, Yoli. They're always hard. It feels like you are also supporting other people at your work, but they're saying to me that it's important for you to be able to find time for yourself as well in all of this confusion. And I keep forgetting things with you, Yoli. Are you having moments where you forget things, like forgetfulness? They're wanting you to make sure that you write things down, have an agenda for the day, have a process that you're going to be working for your day, and have a completion time for each one so that you know exactly how your day is going to move forward. And if something happens along the day, well, you know, that's just another hour that I have to spend doing that. Yeah, it feels like you're having to be there for other people as well. Yes, I am putting myself first and not involving myself. And yes, I am forgetting and having focus issue, which is what you, okay, all right, okay. So that's, which is why I said to you before, I mean, I forget the readings, but not like that. I've just said something to you and I'm forgetting, and they're saying, no, that's what she does. Okay, so they're saying you need to write things down. Hi Tashi, you need to start writing things down so that you can remember. This is just something that is transitioning in you, and while these changes are happening, you have to be able to support yourself through them. But the meds can cause that, but also the energy in the room is not helping. I understand that, Yoli. I completely understand that. So put this wall up around you, put this bubble, put yourself inside a bubble, and make sure that you redirect any negative energies that are coming towards you. They want you to push it back and return to sender with love. All right? Send it back with love. Your job is safe, they're saying. Don't worry about your job. It's safe. Yoli, is there an opportunity for you to have another job within the company? Yes, the bubble. Yes, the bubble. Never forget the bubble. Right, never forget the bubble. Tashi, if you would like a reading, you need to pop through a donation to me, because otherwise I will be finishing. I had no intentions of being this long with the live, but if you want a reading, an in-depth reading, please pop your donation in. I'm drawn to learning about hypnosis in my own time, as I feel it really helps. Yes, hypnosis is a wonderful thing. You know, I've been through hypnosis myself, and I did well with it. I grew with it. So I totally get where you're coming from. But is there any opportunity for you to change your position in the company? No other jobs at work, but I'm super drawn to learning about sign language and conversational therapy, and put it with my Reiki to do it on the side. A lady is really helped me with the conversation. Okay, good stuff, Yoli. This is wonderful. You're making a path for yourself. This is great. Conversational hypnotherapy. Well, you know, I haven't heard of that, but it sounds so very intriguing. Sounds so intriguing. It's almost like you go into this storyline while the person is under hypnotherapy, and everything unfolds without the monkey mind talking. Okay, Yoli, what else does Yoli need to know? I feel like my making myself purpose and keep seeing this one not as common, but I thought and she did on the spot chat to me. Your soul purpose. You know, you're living your soul purpose now, and wherever you move to, Yoli, whatever you do is your soul purpose. Right? You are on your path now. And even if you deviate off your path, you will still come back to your path. Each one has been accounted for. And my bird, Mickey. Oh my God, yes, I remember your bird, Mickey. I feel he is hiding me as my he's hiding me as my spirit guide. And even on here, you have, yes, can you hear them? Can you hear my birds? I'll just turn it up a little bit so you can hear. So he's speaking to you through me, hey? I just decided to change the music up. I can't get into trouble for having birds in the background. Mickey, I remember Mickey. Yes, and you know, I'm a lot more at work. In my yard, amazing. I've got this chart in front of me, and it's to do with the chakras in the body. And I'm looking at the throat chakra. They're bringing me to your throat chakra, which tells me that you may need to do some work with your throat chakra. So when you go into some form of meditation, Yoli, are you able to do some work with your throat chakra? It's a sign I'm on the right track. I feel I'm not sure why the sign language, but I keep being drawn so. Well, maybe you're going to be working with people who can't hear. Sign language is just, I love watching people use sign language. I love it. I don't know why, but I just love it. Because it's almost like it is speaking from the heart. It's speaking without the crass words that people use sometimes. It gets across a message, but it gets across the message differently. The sign language with a conversational hypno, I feel, is my purpose plus somewhere be sprinkled. Yeah, that's beautiful, Rioli. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing blue kyanite, and yes, I'll do throat chakra. Okay, all right. Work. Yes, they're saying work with the throat chakra. You've got some sort of a celebration coming up, Yoli. And they're saying to me that you need to make sure that you balance your life. You're working hard. You're making all of these transitions to a new career, to a new, more soulful purpose in your life. But they want you to also remember that you have to balance this out with a bit of happiness, a smile. They're showing me a smiley face at the moment. So whatever this function is that you're going to go to, they are telling me that you're going to really enjoy yourself there. So whatever this is that's coming up for you, I can enjoy it, woman. Enjoy it. Yes, I felt like in meditation last night. Oh, well, okay, cool. Function sounds nice. Yes, some sort of function, some sort of party, some sort of get together. And it feels like you haven't done this for a while. It feels like the people that you're going to meet up with are people that you haven't seen in quite some time. And it's almost like you're going to, you're going to be there, and it will feel like you saw them yesterday. So you're going to have a really good time. And then you're going to remember what it's like to have a good time. And you want to do it again and again and again, which is what you need. You need to make time for you. Make time for you. You're saying make time for you. They want you to stop being so hard on yourself as well. My friend's boyfriend's birthday in November. They were lovely people. I have not seen them. Okay, there you go. All right. So you just get out there and you have a good time with them. Okay. Have a really good time with them. What was I saying? See, I'm doing it again. I've forgotten. It's just gone. Are there any questions that you want to ask, Yoli? 333. Coming up to 33333. Now, watch. Hey! There you go, Yoli. That's for you. 3333333. Oh, that's right. They want you to stop coming down on yourself so hard. They want you to be more accepting of who you are so that you can grow. Because if you keep judging yourself, they're saying that you're limiting yourself. So they want you to stop it. Covered everything. Thank you. And yes, I keep seeing 333 and 777. There's a message in that. 369. 7 is 21. 2 is 3. 9 is 3. 9 3 is 36 is 9. Okay, so the number 9, what does number 9 mean? An ending of one cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. I have been frustrated with myself lately. Thank you. All right, so end the frustration, Yoli. Stop with the frustration. It's not helping you. It's not helping you move forward. Accept what's happening in your life. Be accepting, acknowledge it. Apart from my dog's okay, they seem sad after Mickey. Okay, so if your dogs are still around you, Yoli, they're feeding off your, you know what I'm talking about here, they're feeding off your feelings. All they want to do is send you healing. So when they give you that look, what you're doing is you're picking up that reflection of you because they're mimicking what you're, they're mimicking you. They're looking at you with so soulful eyes. They want you to allow yourself to feel better. Yes, they sense that you're sad. It's okay for them to be home all day. They've got themselves, all right? And yes, you may not be there, and, you know, we all go out and the dogs will keep themselves happy. They will understand that you're going to come back. But when they look at you, they look at you with these soulful eyes. That's you looking at them. And yes, they've been sent to you to look after you. They've been sent to you to give you unconditional love. Which is something that you need at the moment. All right? But they're going to give that to you, that unconditional love. They don't care. All they want to do is give you what is rightfully yours, unconditional love. That's what they're there for you. And with that, Yoli, many blessings to you too. And thank you so much for your donation. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday night at Vicky's Live. Hopefully that has resonated with you and will help you move forward. Don't worry about your job. It's all clear. It's all good. Write down the things that you need to do during the day so that you can get yourself a timeline and a gauge of the things that you've got to do because of the forgetfulness that's happening for you. Okay? Don't be coming down on yourself so hard. It's not necessary. And give the dogs the love. All right? All they want to do, as soon as you pet your dog, as soon as you go near your dogs, it's like they're just taking all of that negative energy from you. And remember your bubble. Remember the bubble. Okay, guys, I think that might be it for tonight. So whoever is still in the audience that hasn't liked or loved the live, could you please go through and just give me a few more likes? I've got 20 here at the moment, so just if you could please possibly put a love heart on the live for me, that would be really good. As my babies, their aura gets bigger and white. Yes. And they're also taking your negative energy, Yoli, which is what they're there for, all right? They will transmute that energy for you. It's unconditional. That is what they're there for. They're there to protect you. They're there to help you. Just remember that. All right. So that was it for you, Yoli. So who else is sitting in there in the background that hasn't said hello that we can oh, Vicky, you're still here somewhere. Karen's still here. Simone is still here somewhere. Unless I go, no. I know you want to come. You want to come say hello, do you? Say hello. There you go. Say hello. Say hello. Yes, I know. Say hello. There you go. You say hello. You say hello to Yoli. Say hello, Yoli. They are quiet. I don't know why they're quiet. Maybe it's because it's early in the night. And it's Charlie with an I. Spoke too soon. Yeah, that's Charlie. All right, now come here, Indy. Come. Here you go. Here's Indy. He's like, no, you've got a smelly breath, you do. Yes, you do. You've got a smelly breath. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. Oh. And Indy's just got an INDI. Sorry, grammar queen. Yeah, well, so it's just like when I do my speech to text for you, Sonia, it comes out with an IA instead of a YA. Is it better? Is it better? Yes, I feel better. You've always been here for my lives, haven't you? Yes, you have. Oh, hello, Sonia. Oh, hello, everybody. Say hello, Yoli. Hello. They want a hug. Yeah, they do want a hug, but I can't have them both up here. Indy's my little shadow. She's the one that looks at me and then she knows exactly how I'm feeling. Charlie's getting there. But this one is my baby. Thank you. Thank you. I know you smelly breath. Yes, you do. All right. Okay. Yeah, hop off. Because I had to finish the live. Okay, guys. Thank you all again for your donations. All right. It's going to a wonderful cause. And I will see you. What have I got on here? I don't know what's happening on Monday. There's nothing happening on Monday. I've got, we're putting together for Tuesday a meditation that is to do with grid work around sending Earth or Gaia some much needed light. So that will happen off my platform. It'll be a short meditation, a 20-minute meditation, guided. If anybody is, no, it's not actually, Sonia. It's 11:11 in the morning. But you can listen to it later. It's just never the same. But, you know, maybe you could just listen to it while you're working. Who knows? But that's happening. And then hopefully, I'm hoping that perhaps Wednesday on the 20th that Lockie and I will be live again. I haven't spoken to him about it. I haven't even written anything on here, so we'll see how we go. But I will be back. Yeah, 222 is good, but it doesn't suit a lot of the other people that will be helping out. So, you know, yeah. You guys are you and you're 1111. And I know 222 is good as well. Maybe I'll start the live, this one that I'm doing tonight at 555 or 444. Suits me. Yeah, it does suit you. Okay, guys, I'm off. Again, thank you for coming into the live stream with me and being here with me. It's been wonderful to talk to you all. And it's actually quite nice to finish early at night, which means that I can go and veg out and not have to worry about going to sleep, because I'll have enough time to wind down from the live. So as always, please honour the light within. Okay? Good night, people.